I know that you have probably heard of many different stress reducing habits before, and maybe even implemented some of them in your life. Things like yoga or breath work or being outside in nature or journaling. All of those things are really great at reducing stress. The one I want to talk today about, though, you may not have heard of before, and that is reducing stress through deleting some decision fatigue by creating mini systems. My name is Angie. Welcome to my channel, Quiet Confident Woman. My passion is building confidence in women, especially introverted women. And I love doing that through taking an area of your life that seems a little bit more chaotic or heavy or just a bit crazy and creating a system to make it flow a little bit better and create a space of peace. If you love what you hear today, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and if you don't already receive emails, you are going to want to. They are weekly emails that have little nuggets of information that you can utilize right away in your life. The link to that email is in the notes. We make over 33,000 decisions a day. That is insane. 33,000 decisions. And if we can streamline those decisions, it will make life a lot less stressful. So today I want to show you how you can create simple systems in your life to streamline decisions to reduce some stress in your day. Let's take a decision that everyone needs to make every single day, and it's choosing clothing to wear for the day. Now, in my life, this is something that is daunting for me. I don't love coordinating outfits or things like that, so it is an area of stress in my life. So let me walk you through what a morning would look like for me if I'm choosing clothing that morning. So I typically would get up, I take care of my skin, I put my makeup on, I eat breakfast, and then the very last thing I do before I leave is get dressed. Now, I know your day may be structured a little bit different, but somewhere within that, you will be getting dressed and need to make a decision of what you're going to wear for the day. For me, it is towards the end of getting ready, and you know what happens when we allow a certain amount of time to get ready? Breakfast might take a little longer to eat, or you just have a slower morning, or something else doesn't go right, hair's not looking good, whatever it is. And whatever is towards the end of that time just kind of gets like diminished a bit. So by the time I get to picking out clothes, the time that I had anticipated having is probably less than what I actually do have. So we are to that point, and I'm looking in my closet and in my drawers, wondering what to wear. I probably have picked out a pair of shorts or pants, and then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna wear this shirt with it, and that's dirty. And then I pick out something else, and whatever I don't have the matching piece for, or just things are not matching up the way that I desire them to for the day. And during that process, I may have a couple pieces of clothing that are now thrown on the bed instead of putting it back where they belong. So not only am I stressed trying to figure out what to wear for the day, but now when I get home from my day, I have to take care of all of these clothes that are laying on the bed, creating more work for myself. And I leave probably running a little bit late, a lot stressed, and it doesn't really start my day off really fantastic at all. So what that can look like if a system is created to streamline those decisions every single morning is prior to you needing clothes for that day. So whether you're doing this a week at a time, or maybe that's overwhelming and you're like, I'm just gonna do like Monday through Wednesday, and then on Wednesday I'm gonna pick out Thursday through Sunday, or however you want to do it. But if you are looking at clothing and kind of almost batching it, like somebody would batch posting on social media, right? Your brain is open to do that task, and you're able to accomplish more if you do several things that are the same task in one time versus every single day going back in and having to open up that tab in your brain, let's say, and revisit all of that. So instead of going into my closet day after day after day after day and having to remember what is clean and what is not, I can go ahead and I can go into my closet on one day, pick out everything I need for the next 5-7 days, whatever I want to do, lay them out. And though it may be stressful to do that at that point in time, and I may have clothes that I need to put back, but I have the space and the time to do it at that moment. It probably also is going to take less time doing all of that at once versus little pieces every single day. Plus, the stress is going to be just in that time frame instead of every single morning. So every morning now, I know what I'm wearing for clothes. It's been picked out. I looked at the weather when I looked at clothing that I was going to wear for the week. So I was prepared to wear either shorts or a t-shirt or sweatshirt or whatever it is. And then I am set for the week. I get up, I do my thing in the morning, get dressed, and I leave with a little bit of extra time either to get to work on time or early, or maybe I have time to enjoy a cup of coffee that morning, or maybe I have time just to slow down a bit and not be as stressed. But the end result is less stress and not as much decision fatigue. Let's look at another example. What about lunches? If you are preparing a lunch for work and you're finding that as you're looking back throughout your past week or your past month, areas of your life that seem a bit stressful and you're like, oh my gosh, it seems like every morning I'm like, what am I going to have for lunch? And then you throw something together, but you always end up being a little bit more hungry than you anticipated. So you have to run and grab something anyways. Or maybe you just don't have time to grab something. So you are leaving work to run and get something, probably not making a healthy food choice, and then also spending money and spending time to run and get that thing. If you took a little bit of time prior to the beginning of the week just to meal prep for those days, you're able to grab something really quick right before you leave. Plus, it's something that is healthy, can nourish your body a lot better. You would be able to sit during lunch and just breathe a little bit, de-stress a little bit, and not having to be running all over the place because you'll have time and space to do that. There's nothing worse than having a stressful morning and then having to run around on your break doing all these things and not being able to really let your body just kind of re-energize or renew itself. Even though we are all high achievers and we feel like we need to be doing stuff all of the time, it is a really great way to lead to burnout. So if you leave yourself a little bit of space just to breathe, just to kind of de-stress a little bit, it will actually support you more in the long run. So go ahead and figure out, as you're looking through your life, what different areas you can place a system to just take a little bit of the stress out of your day. Now, I also want to mention, it doesn't have to be a system that is great lengths or entails a lot. And the first couple don't entail a lot, but it can even be a system that's much smaller than what we've talked about. If you're always looking for your keys, have a drawer or a hook that you hang your keys on as soon as you get into the house. And you know where they're going to be when you leave. You will eliminate that stress of trying to find where your keys are by creating this really quick system, which is very simple. It's a hook that you just are making sure to put something back to every single day when you walk in the door. So systems don't need to be elaborate. They can be very simple. They can be very easy, and don't make them more complicated than they are. Now, if you're looking at your life and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I have plenty of areas of my life where it just feels chaotic or overwhelmed or heavy, and I really could utilize a system there, but I have no idea what I could even do. I love to do that. I love to look and see where things can be a little bit more not even organized, but a little bit more systematic, can flow a little bit better in order to give you results that are less stressful. So if you're thinking, oh my gosh, yeah, that is me. I need some support figuring out how I can take this section of my life and just create some calm out of it, please reach out. I would love to support you. The link to connect with me is in the notes as well, so definitely check that out, and I would love to help you. So thank you for joining me today. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. Otherwise, I will see you next time.